being ready, Yaad reviews time. I'm Rashid Guna and this is
Simon the writer.
Now this time we don't have any RSPL to talk about, but the Jamaican national team played and I have some thoughts on that.
Whole heap of thoughts. In fact, I think I might be a little more satisfied with the game than you might have been. But in any case, what I want to look at are the positives first. If you can find any, you could bring it up too. And then we'll discuss and then we'll go into the negatives and where we think they can tweak. As I said in the last review, trial by fire.
Yeah.
With that said, 1-0 is not a horrible result.
I was expecting 6 at least.
Exactly. For a team that has no British or European based players, right? I'm optimistic with the European base now, seeing that we have Jamaicans in Germany.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of local players. The league that a lot of people tend to cuss and say is horrible, in its own right, it kind of is.
Yeah.
But what I do find is that nothing's wrong with finding the ones who are quality and putting them out there and making an attempt. I think there was a lot of positives. I think Corbett looked good in the first half.
Yeah.
He looked positive going forward. Andre Blake looking adept as a goalkeeper. And I think O'Neill Fisher looking very smart at left back. A few little mistakes.
The thing is with Fisher, he looked good going forward, but I think defensively, because it's not his right position, right back, left back.
I mean,
He's a midfielder, isn't he?
all right, naturally, from high school days, he was like defensive midfielder, central midfielder, and sweeper.
Right.
Sweeper.
Exactly.
When he won Money
Central
Cup, he was sweeper.
role.
Right.
No, at left back, I thought he did well going forward, but defensively looked a bit too lightweight. He was getting bundled off the ball, kind of a bit too much for my liking.
Well, what I would say about Fisher, why I think he had a positive game, in my opinion, is that he was very quick. He moved a lot. And one of the things was when he had the ball going forward, as you say, he looked positive. When USA was attacking on that side, I never saw him missing. So that to me is very important to have that going forward. That was one of the things that I liked when we had Shorty Malcolm, for example. He would move forward, and when time came, I never thought where is Shorty Malcolm.
You knew when to stay back, defensive awareness.
Now, whether it is his natural position or not, the fact is he plays it for MLS. So he needs to get used to it. He needs to do better. The natural position thing is going away now because he's naturally there a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I thought it was you have to be fair because Jamaica is in transition, but USA was also in transition, and it led to a fairly poor game. I thought it was a poor game.
Overall, the game was poor, but at the same time, I think we held our grounds when necessary. I think even Binns had a good performance. What do you think?
Yeah, Binns, you expect good performances from Binns. He's someone that dictates the tempo in the middle of the field, and he was trying to do that, but I thought there needs to be work on the tempo itself, though.
All right.
Pace of the game, pacing of the passing.
Well, not just the pacing of the passing, but just finding cohesion, I think. Because one of the things, first of all, we need a goal scorer. We need to find that goal scorer. Now, I know a lot of people say, don't run, go pull out the passports now, get the visas going.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we might find goal scorers out there. I do believe that there are many players that we need a good PR team to tell people, listen, you're not going to make this England team. You're not going to make... Nathan Dyer should have been on our team. We need to... Troy Deeney should be on our team. Punchan should be on our team.
Right.
Now, mind you, they never want to come. Done with them, we move on. But I do believe a better PR can show them that they can fit. When we got Jazz Barnes and Mariappa and Wes Morgan, those are the guys that we can try and use them as PR. You understand?
Yeah.
Get the quality. So if you get in the British base or European base, get the quality players. Because Punchan is quality.
Yeah.
Nathan Dyer is quality.
Those are experience.
In fact, I think they're still quality. I still think that they can be approached now.
Yeah.
Can be like, hey, remember?
But we have a new branding and a new idea.
All right. And we have players that look good so far.
Yeah.
Work with these for now. See how they go. But at the same time, find the players in this squad that look good and then work with them from there.
Now, another issue out of the game, when we went forward, we weren't overloading the final third enough because you saw Corey Burke going on the left with the ball.
With nobody to pass to.
Exactly, looking for an option in the box. There was none. So, you mentioned that we don't really have a natural goal scorer. When you have a situation like that, you expect the rest of the team to fill in and fill that through.
Okay.
Try to spread the goals around.
True.
So if you're going to spread the goals around, it means you need to come forward more and overload the box. We're not doing that enough. But I was talking to Whitmore yesterday. And he was saying that one of the things he wants to work on is that same issue. And he wants them to actually work on more about lines and marking as well, because he said that the marking was a bit poor, but he saw some positives there to work with though.
Well, I'll be very blunt about something, right? I respect Whitmore as a footballer for Jamaica, and I don't believe that he understands the game, but he has to get gritty and he has to go hard in anything that he's doing, because I do believe that sometimes his approach was too soft, right? And I think that was one of the reasons that he was able to be moved down in and out of the coaching role.
Yeah.
Be very aggressive. That aggressiveness, I think, will trickle down to the players, and I think it will make the players aggressive, because that's one of the things I think that we lack as well. Not that we don't work hard, but we're not aggressive.
Yeah.
You understand? It's sometimes I think we're afraid to really go into the tackles. Yeah, we're afraid to attack and really go forward. You say Corey Burke move forward and don't find nobody, because the guy's probably sitting back in midfield, afraid to go forward.
That timidness, because they don't want. They know that if they go forward and it looks wrong, people not gonna forget about it.
And I think that there are players that they can find that are gritty. Find those players and we're going to do well. Trust me. Some of the best players that perform for their country as well are the players that are aggressive.
No, Whitmore was saying that he likes this squad and he plans to work with them, because we have another game coming up against Honduras on the 16th.
Okay.
And he's going back into training with them and planning to build on what they were doing wrong yesterday, and as well as build on the positives. But he was saying that this is the core squad he has to work with and he's pleased with overall.
Right. You know another reason why these local based players need these games and they need the training that they get with the Jamaica team? Because them spend most of the Premier League playing on these crap fields.
Yeah, and interesting you mentioned that. They were talking a lot about the conditions today. They wanted some new conditions, because from what I understand, it was really cold in Chattanooga. Them
need to keep going to cold places, go to high altitude.
Yeah.
You understand? They keep playing games at stadium or at Barbican and these places and these bumpy fields. They're not going to progress. Right. So I think that is good. One of the last major points that I want to get into for the game, for the USA game, is the youth prospects that they're using. Damian Lowe, I think at times look a little flat-footed. You know, I think Omar Holness didn't get a lot of time on the field. Right. I'd like to see more of him. He's playing for Real Salt Lake. The holding role seems to be a good role for him, but give him some playing time, especially against Honduras. Let him gel. He was in the squad for the Gold Cup, so he's racking up all of this experience, but not on the field. Get him on the field.
I get it. That leads me to the next man, Fletcher, Jordan Fletcher.
Good baller.
Got 7 minutes, and he was saying
one or two positive touches too.
Yeah.
I think he sent a pass that never really find the player, but he looked positive and go for the game.
I was actually having a conversation with him as well, and he was saying that the difference with playing in Jamaica and playing over there, the pitches are slicker and faster, and he was having a difficult time getting adjusted to the cold, because he told me that his fingers were cold and his toes were numb, but he carried on. And I give him credit, because he did a good job with the 7 minutes he got. He said before the game, a bit of expectation versus reality. The night before, he was thinking that he wants to get like some good time, get himself on the score sheet, but it never allowed him to, the amount of time he got. But he's pleased with what he did and wants to build on that. And
the man working hard, Rashid. The man working hard.
Yeah, a lot of player. I read that about it.
A lot of people, because I know he's a schoolboy, and a lot of people speak about his talent. I actually have a lot more respect for his work rate. Well, not more respect, but I think people should focus on his work rate. He works very hard, and that's why he scores after goals. He gets there. He gets into spaces. I would have said if he was playing in the first half with how Corey Burke was playing, he might have scored.
Could be, yeah, could. There was also Shamar Nicholson, another youngster in the game.
True.
20 years old, and he's a leading goal scorer in RSPL, 10 goals.
Yeah, and glad to see him get the run. As we say, this is a positive thing for us. But with that said, with all these young players and the schoolboys like Jordan Fletcher, because I remember Omar Holness and O'Neill Fisher, they used to run the schoolboy competitions. O'Neill Fisher winning Money Cup, Omar Holness doing well.
Jordan 35 goals in the Casa Cup.
Winning the Casa Cup. You find a lot of quality coming from the schoolboy, right? Maybe even Flemings I was hoping to see in this squad as well. Devon Williams for USL team Red Bulls, who just won the tournament, the USL tournament.
Yeah.
Now, it leads me to a question. Is schoolboy football better than RSPL?
It's not tough to say better, but I truly look at.
All right, you tell me what better means first then.
Is it better in terms of the football that is being played?
I'm asking that.
In a sense, yes, because they're playing with, they're not professionals. They're not playing it as something to give them a salary. They're playing for the fun of it. They're playing for scholarships. They're playing to get exposure. So as a result, you see more explosiveness from a lot of the players there. Whereas when they get to the RSPL, reality hits them, it becomes a job for them. It doesn't really work out how they expected it. And it affects their morale, it affects the quality of performances you see. They're playing for clubs that aren't really well funded. Some things are different because look at George's, at JC, at KC. These are schools that pump a lot of money into their program because of the old boys, they have the money can pump. Whereas a club like Reno or I don't really want to call names, but yeah, the clubs aren't as funded as these schools I mentioned. So things, situations around them, the environment is different that affects the football as well.
Well, here's something that I would say, right? That I think, first of all, I'm going to even say this to the camera. Schoolboy football is way better than RSPL. I would even call schoolboy football the best level of football, right? Most entertaining. Now, here's one of the factors that I think comes with schoolboy football. There's a higher level of passion, right? Now,
and more interesting.
I'm more interested, but one of the reasons why that is that your school is where you spend most of your passionate years or time. So, I born near Pembroke.
Yeah.
I go prep school at Mona Prep up Hope Road near JC. I go high school downtown by George's. I don't go to no Marvel Huenden games, which is a walking distance from my house, because I am moving all over the place. But I spent 7 years at a high school, and the passion is there. With that said, now, what it does, the players feel like they have more to play for. They feel like there's more fire. But what needs to happen now, like we said in the last review, they need to be tracked and they need to be monitored. And guess what? These schools have systems. A lot of these RSPL teams, they're not playing in systems. They're playing for fitness, they're playing around that player, they're not playing in systems. And some of these schools have full-on systems.
Now let me ask this though. Schoolboy football is really well funded, sponsorships and all.
Right.
Do you think it's misplaced? I'm not saying that schoolboy football should not get the funding, but do you think the RSPL needs the level of attention that schoolboy football is getting?
Yes, but based on that same zoning issue that I told you about, they're not going to get the seats. They're not going to get people in the seats like schoolboy football will.
So it's a matter of marketing then?
Yeah.
Should be marketed better? Marketed
better and maybe situated a little bit better. You understand? And find a way maybe to incorporate the schoolboys.
Yeah.
You understand? There should be a program. That really puts that in. But I think RSPL is on its way to getting better developed. I think it can be better. Jamaica, I think, is on and up. I'm looking forward to that. And with that said, we look forward to the Honduras game and we will analyze it here at Yaad Reviews. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Share, like, comments. Please talk about how schoolboy football better than RSPL. Them need to just make the national side full up of schoolboy youth. Oh, you mean?
That's another thing we'll have to talk about next time.
For real. Big up yourself. Lock off that Pierce.